intimate setting and competition arena. Our team loves competing in there, feels, homey and cozy.
It's so nice to be able to have all of our fans come in and be so close to the floor too. Yeah, it's loud, it's fun, and we're slowly getting the crowd involved. So yeah, it's a really good time.
It's such a great opportunity to be able to compete in the same place where legacies and traditions were created, and that brings such a great energy to the atmosphere.
I think it's going to be bittersweet to leave the Fitz, what we're comfortable and have known for so long, and very exciting for the team to be able to really perform in front of their home crowd in this new arena.
Welcome back. You're watching NCAA Gymnastics on ESPN. We are taking a look at the new building for this Pittsburgh Panther gymnastics team, which they are calling Victory Heights, due to open this fall. And just based on these renderings, this looks like a phenomenal atmosphere to train in and to compete in.
Yeah, it looks absolutely incredible. It's really cool to see the support and the resources that these athletes are getting in order to be successful.
Absolutely. Clemson also just building their state-of-the-art facility just a couple of years ago. NC State has completely overhauled Reynolds that they are competing in. So, like you said, a lot of investment into just the women's gymnastics program overall. There you see some additional information on the Victory Heights initiative and where this new Pittsburgh Panther team is going to be training and competing.
By providing experiences, opportunities, exposure, and resources.
So don't go anywhere. Rotation number 3 coming right up.
Representing the Pitt Panthers at regionals was just amazing. I wanted to be there with my team so bad, but this year will be our year.
I'm looking forward to continuing the momentum on the floor this year by just being as consistent as I was last year, hopefully upgrading my routine and just bringing the stats that I did last year.
Getting more comfortable in a 3-pass routine, so I think just working harder and leading floor off on a great start and how I finished last year.
Welcome back inside Reynolds Coliseum. You are watching the Pittsburgh Panthers as they take on the 20th ranked NC State Wolfpack. Our gymnast spotlight there, Jalea Bedminster and Jordan Ewing, both making it to the NCAA regionals as individuals last year.
Yeah, really impressive, especially notice those 5 scores, those 8 scores, all of those 9-9s. Those are not easy scores to get, so really excited to watch them coming up on floor exercise.
Absolutely. So 2 regional individuals for the floor, and we get to watch them just here momentarily as Pitt starts rotation number 3 on floor exercise. NC State going to be competing on the balance beam, getting some final words of encouragement from Coach Kim Landers. This is the event that she coaches, and she has a phenomenal beam squad. You can see there Meg Adler. Again, she was the leadoff on vault. She's on the leadoff on beam, and then she'll be the leadoff again on the floor exercise. So a lot of confidence in this individual.
Yeah, I know we've said it before, and I always like to say beam sometimes can be that make or break event. So it's an event that you have to stay calm for. You've got to be so confident in your teammates, in your lineup, but a lot of that pressure falls on your first athlete up, and Meg Adler has done a phenomenal job at this season being able to handle that.
A season high of a 9.8 out of the junior has appeared in every meet for this Wolfpack team since last year.
She's going to start with that acro series, that case with that layout. Beautifully done there. There's a lot of requirements you have to have on balance beam, just like on every other event, but you'll see a combination of leaps and jumps and turns and acro series throughout each beam routine. So she just the whole leap combination right there. The judges want to see that 180-degree split throughout. That side aerial. She's just moving through this routine with such ease and confidence. each side right there. So far, I really enjoyed watching this routine.
I was just thinking, like, this is what she's used to doing. It's just another walk in the park for her.
Yeah, she's making it look real easy, and then does that gainer fall off the side. Solid routine for the Wolfpack. You see here again, the gainer fall off the side, is able to drop out of that, but couldn't get the stick right there, but she made up for it plenty throughout that routine.
That was just a great routine to kind of sit back and enjoy. So we're going to move right over to the floor exercise. Mika Lee, again, just a freshman in this leadoff spot. Prior to joining this Pittsburgh team, she was actually 5th in the nation on the floor.
Starts out with that front double full, which is a really difficult tumbling pass. It does have that line landing in the favorite direction, so that does make it a lot more difficult. Looked like she almost crisscrossed her feet a little bit, didn't quite get it all the way around, so we'll see a deduction on that. But throwing skills like that at this point in the season is still very impressive.
Absolutely. I've been loving this choreography as well.
Second tumbling pass, she does that whip half into the Rudy as well.
Just across the board is their theatrical performances. They have some leaps and jumps in them as well, but just the performance part of it has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I think that's what makes it so fun though, being able to show your personality, and you can see right here, she doesn't quite make it all the way around, but is able to pull it really quick. And then second pass right here, she does that whip half into the Rudy. Has to pike it down there. You can see her chest was down a little bit low, so the deduction is going to be on that landing right there as well.
So great lead off by the freshman as we take a look at Maddie Hall for the Wolfpack. So far, she's competed in every meet on beam this season.
Starting off this routine with that dancing back way out afro. That looked easy. She does that cat leap into that leap combination there. A little bit of flex feet. Throughout, you want to see those extended legs, extended toe point throughout as well. Does that front aerial. So far, so good. She does the gainer fall on the side. Ends it with the stick. Really nice beam routine. Again, you just want those routines to keep building and building after one another. You can see the acro series. Just such confidence. She came up knowing that she nailed that. And then again with the gainer fall off the side. Just nailed it.
So 2 for 2 for the Wolfpack on the balance beam. Emily Todd for the Panthers on the floor, the sophomore out of Bristol, England. She has not been in the floor lineup since week 1.
Starting off this first pass with a huge double pike. She had a little too much power on that, so had take a bigger lunge.
You're allowed to take that step out of your tumbling passes, but it does need to be controlled. Basically, the judges want to see if they needed to take the step or if they chose to take the step.
Right. You just saw that leap combination there, which is just as important as the tumbling that we're seeing as well. You get a lot of bonus from the tumbling, but also from the leaps and combinations. Getting ready for the second tumbling pass here. He does a front tuck, through to a double tuck. Landed short, but popped up really well to try and cover that. So nicely done there. A lot of explosive tumbling throughout that floor routine. Seeing two double pikes, or a double pike and a double back, two double back flips is really difficult. So you can see right here, she starts off with that double pike, gets great height, but you can see has to kind of slide back.
Yeah, so much power on that one.
And then the second pass right here, she does that front tuck through to the double tuck again. Does a good job, but you can see she breaks out a little early, but pops up. I love to see that cover up right there.
Ashley Knight for NC State on the balance beam. Knight been in and out of the beam lineup this year. She competed in the first couple of meets, but has not been in the beam lineup since January 10th.
Her skill. She does a front walkover through to a front toss. Wow.
I don't know that I've ever seen that acro combination.
That is a very unique combination. I don't think I've seen that either. But I loved the height she got on that front toss. It was like she was just sitting in a chair.
Basically, yes.
Huge side aerial.
Ooh, able to save it.
Yeah, it looked like, again, the beam's only 4 inches wide, so it's very difficult, but she was just slightly off in her hips on that landing, but was able to save it. And then finishes with a booty on the end of the beam. You can see how much power she has, because that is not an easy dismount, and the way she got the height, the spin, everything.
She has an uncanny forward tumbling ability, so we'll see it again here on this acro series. Very unique.
Front walkover, front toss, literally sits upright.
Love it.
I do really like that combination there. And then again, the side aerial just looked like she was straight on, but then her hips just went a little
Open the
bit.
hips just a little bit, but the front tumbling out of Ashley Knight is phenomenal. We'll get to see more of that in her floor routine as we move right over to Elizabeth Cesarone on the floor exercise. A fifth-year student.
First tumbling pass, she does a running front full to the front layout. I liked how glued her legs and her feet were the entire tumbling pass there. Second tumbling run here. She does that run up by handspring. Double back, lands short on that. You can see that from her chest being down. So the judges are going to take on that. It's almost better to have too much power to step backwards than showing that you're a little bit short.
Definitely, because that forward step means that there was probably a lack of height as well.
Right.
So it's kind of a double whammy when the judges put their pen to paper. But she does do 3 tumbling passes. So the first 2 gymnasts only 2 tumbling pass routines. 3 definitely makes it a lot more difficult endurance-wise.
And that third pass was just that plain run up a handspring double back, which is difficult to end on. But she did a great job on that floor routine. routine. Again, 3 passes. We also don't see that too often, I feel like, in college, quite as much anymore. So it's really nice to see the 3 there. And you can see right here, she does that double tuck and then just breaks out of it a little too early. And then the 3rd pass right here, another double tuck.
So very interesting, as I will be curious what the judges end up doing, as she did 2 of the exact same tumbling pass, which you cannot typically do. She would have needed to do like a double pike and a double tuck because she entered and exited the same way. So I'll be really curious how they end up configuring this score. But while we wait on that, we'll take a look at Peyton Childs on balance beam.
Doing that back handspring back layout. We've seen a couple of those so far tonight. And everyone's done a great job just being able to stick them.
Peyton had that mistake on the uneven bars. I will say one thing I love to watch is angry beam. So she...
I was just going to point out how sharp she is throughout her dance. Like on her finishes, yes, but also on her dance. And I love the sharp gymnastics. I feel like it just looks so good, it looks so clean, and it just shows confidence.
You can't see it on her face, but the actions definitely show.
Right. She did that cat leap to that front toss. She's moving through this routine. Just has the dismount left. Gino back handspring into that gainer and lands with a check.
A great redemption out of the senior from just down the road in Holly Springs.
You can see that front toss again. That sharp finish, and then that back handspring, gainer off the side, drops it in for a stick.
So a phenomenal job out of Childs. Back over to the floor exercise. We've got Jamie Pratt. So Pratt having transitioned from the Arkansas Razorback, now getting to compete in the all-around. She's only done vault and bars for the last few meets, so making her all-around debut today.
And it looked like she did that front layout into the front full. I'm not sure if she was supposed to break out of that, or if she was supposed to do an extra twist and just broke out early.
The same thing.
Maybe got a little bit lost. We'll have to take another look at that after. Sometimes with those twisting and acro combinations, you need that to get that 10-0 start value for that bonus. So it's really crucial to be able to hit that. Next up, lane pass, the 1.5 front layout, no problems there.
Gorgeous body positions across the 2 saltos that she did.
Finish that floor routine. She was really bouncy on that last tumbling pass, which I really liked. You can see right here, she does that front layout, really long front layout. It kind of looked like she missed her punch. She definitely was supposed to probably do at least another half twist for that Rudy and had to break out. So I'm sure she's not going to be too happy about that. But again, it's so much about the timing. You can see the timing on this tumbling pass was perfect. Yeah, absolutely.
Wrapping up on the floor exercise, Katie Harper, the sophomore out of Columbus, Ohio, for this Wolfpack team.
Something that you notice on everyone's routines is they're very different, but everyone just has their own rhythm. Nice back handspring at that layout.
Katie already posting 3 scores of a 9.8 plus in the first 5 meets this season.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
really difficult. Just the dismount left. That front tuck full. It's a blind landing. She does a nice job at making that hop minimal.
Just that tiny hop on the landing, but so far, some very strong beam routines out of this Wolfpack team.
See it from the end of the beat right here with that dismount. Straight on though, which is really impressive.
That is. So 5 up and 5 hits so far, which puts Chloe Negretti in a beautiful position to really just go out there and perform. We're going to take a look at Jordan Ewing on the floor exercise as we wait for Jamie's score to come in. And this was one of the NCAA regional qualifiers on this event.
Excited to watch this floor routine. Just the explosive tumbling. First pass right here, 1.5 front layout. I don't think she even needed to step on
She
that.
definitely didn't need the step. Hoping to bring the entire team to regionals this year.
And that's a good goal. We've been on a ton of coaches calls, and that's really the forefront of the mind. What's it going to take? We want to set ourselves up to be in a good position come regionals, which has been really nice to hear. Huge double back tumbling pass on that. She did step out of bounds, so that's going to be an extra deduction there. But I really liked the rise throughout. Finish to that floor routine.
Loving the floor routine. Holds 2 of the Panther highs on the floor exercise at a 9.925. So just that unfortunate step out of bounds on that second pass.
Yeah, what I did like though is the rise she gets on that second pass. That's exactly how it's supposed to be right there. And then take a look at the height, the block right here. She definitely had plenty of time to break out, which again is a good spot to be in.
Good thing to have. She will be able to perfect that over the second half of this season. And Chloe Negretti on the beam.
One of my favorite routines to watch.
I was gonna say, I just want to sit back and watch.
Starts off with the front aerial to back handspring.
Those front to back combinations are so difficult, and she does it with ease every single time.
I think she could do this with her eyes closed.
Agree. Which is exactly what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to look like it's easy, although it is definitely not.
The biggest things throughout this routine have been not only the sticks, but also just the extension of the lines, the fingers, the toes, the straight legs, the toe point, all super impressive. And then we're going to see double full dismount right here. Takes a slight hop back. Knowing her, she's going to be upset about that hop back, but that was a beautifully done.
And she's got 9.9 in the last 2 meets. I don't know if this one will be quite there just with that dismount because she has stuck that, but this was the 2024 ACC Beam champion, and I think we can see why.
Absolutely, and she does that double full dismount that we just saw right there. Not a lot of people are doing that dismount anymore in college gymnastics, so I love being able to watch that and see her.
And although it's not a blind landing, it is very difficult to stick.
Right.
Jalea Bedminster, teammate of Jordan Ewing that made it to the NCAA regionals. Another fun one to watch.
I was going to say, I think this is another one we can sit back and watch. There's something else. double back.
Love it.
Choreography and dance to watch as well. It's more fun when you can tell they're having a good time out there.
Yes. It's like, let me just dance into this corner and then throw a huge tumbling pass.
Exactly. She does that 1.5 to the front tuck. We've seen it a couple times, just the mishaps on the timing and the bounce. You're doing one skill, going from one skill to the next. You have to be able to find that punch and that timing. Sometimes it's just a little bit off.
No,
It can affect the whole pass.
it is interesting. NC State just got this floor, so they debuted this red floor last week prior to having the other one for, I don't know, 20 years, something like that. So it could be part of it not that it needs to get broken in because a floor doesn't typically need to get broken in, but it kind of does.
Yeah, that is something that you wouldn't really think about, but could absolutely be the case. Love that first double tumbling pass right there, and then you just see that mishap on the bounce. But that does not take away from her personality and her dancing throughout.
She is having a great time out there. So one exhibition for both teams. This is Caroline Volk, who just had a new career high on bars of a 9.9 in the exhibition spot here.
Starting off the routine with this acro series. She's going to do a triple series, back handspring, back layout. It's the first triple series we've seen today. It's very difficult because you add in that extra back handspring there. Switchly into that top 3/4. You can see she got some cheers for that difficult needle to just hold like that on the balance beam. Another front toss. She's been able to move through this routine really well so far. Just has the dismount, the gainer fall to the side. Couldn't hold on to the stick, but
Very close.
nice finish to that. See this triple series again because it was so beautifully done. Back handspring, into the back layout.
Really
Nails
fights to
that.
pull it so she doesn't have that wobble on
Next
it.
on the floor, in exhibition.
And then does that gainer pull off the side. Had to have a little bit of a bigger squat there.
So a great job for Volk finishing up the Wolfpack beam routine as we take a look at Olivia Junta.
Getting ready for that first tumbling pass. We see another double back. I liked her landing on that. I said it before, but you can't have that lunge or that step back. As long as it's not forwards or too big, then the judges will not deduct. Second tumbling pass, that whip half into the Rudy. The floor is really difficult because of that cardio aspect. But a lot of them make it look easy.
They definitely do, and it's something they'll be looking at improving upon as the season goes on. So a great job out of Olivia in that exhibition spot. As we wrap up 3 out out of 4 rotations. We're going to take a quick break and be right back and hear from Chloe Negretti on taking her final season.